for him. He had been up and down in years past with some injuries and just performances that weren't at the top of the level of the sport. And I mean, he's number one. After today, he is the world champion. And I racing with him, starting up with him as a pro years ago, I never would have thought we'd be calling Pete Jacobs as world champion. But more power to him. An impressive result and way to stick to it.
The athletes see Kuakini Highway 5 times on their journey through the Ironman World Championship, 3 times on the bike and twice on the run. And today, this is the last time that he will see Kuakini Highway. He takes a last look over his shoulder. He knows he's got it. Arms in the air. I'm surprised he hasn't cramped yet. I know, right? But he knows that he's got it. This is one of the greatest times. You know that you've got it. You can relax a little bit. He's only got two more right-hand turns. One onto Hualalai Road, one onto the famed Ali'i Drive, 400 yards onto the finish line, and then he will relish that last part. Arms in the air, probably an Australian flag draped over the shoulder, and big high fives going. He's losing a little bit of time on his run, split at the moment, but I don't think he's too interested in what's going on with his run time. I think that he's really soaking this one up.
Yeah, amazing. He's really cruising in. He's got some time to enjoy it. I think he's going to enjoy everything he can out of Ali'i Drive. Update I just got on course from brother Chris Lieto, not one that we thought we would get, but he has said that Frederick Van Leer just passed Andreas Rehler for second place. So as we said, those 3 athletes were within a minute of each other. Andreas had put his push in to try to win this race, and maybe he has stressed himself near the end, the last 3 or 4 miles of this run. So Frederick Van Leer, one of the early favorites of the day, moving into second place. But right now, this day belongs to Pete Jacobs, and he is not slowing down at all, Greg. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of run split he put in, and what we might not have, or maybe I didn't expect from Pete Jacobs, is he didn't let others dictate the bike today. He didn't just let the day happen. He swam as hard as he could. He rode the bike, and when he was riding in second early on Hawaii, he was putting the effort to get across gaps and to put effort in to try to get to Marino Van Honacker when he broke away from the group. And then any other athlete that did that early in the day finished far, far back on the bike ride. But Pete Jacobs, second off the bike. I mean, unbelievable. Great performance by him today. Obviously, the most well-rounded athlete on the day and showed strength and power in each discipline.
So Pete Jacobs now just heading on to Hualalai Road there. You can tell that he's only got 200 yards down to the next corner and then another just over a quarter of a mile to run. It might be the longest quarter of a mile split that he's ever done in his life, but it's one that he's going to remember. Matt, you might not like this. You might want to turn away from the camera, block your ears, because this is incredible. The first 3 miles, he held a 6:43 mile pace. The next couple of miles, he held a 5:25 mile pace. He threw in a mile there at 4:51. It was absolutely incredible. And then going up Palani Road, it was a 6:50 mile again. But he's come home averaging 6:15 miles at the moment. So Pete Jacobs has run away with this race at the moment. And Freddie Van Leer now moving into second place, overtaking Andreas Rehler, is absolutely incredible. We knew that Freddie was coming into this with great form, also saying that he had a sub 240 under his belt and he could do it. Today, the race belongs to Pete Jacobs. He went out there and swam a 51:28. He rode a 4:35:15, and now we don't know what his run time's going to be. It doesn't matter. It is going to be good because he is going to become the 2012 Ironman World Champion, and I tell you what, very well deserved.
Unbelievable, yeah, absolutely. He pushed the pace all day long. He's worked all year, and I mean, Greg, the year that he had, I mean, our early graphics in this race where Pete Jacobs said struggling with injury. He had a big struggle this year with the lower leg injury, I believe, and he was able to put it together after a subpar performance from what he considered a subpar performance in Lake Placid, and now he's Ironman World Champion. Amazing work and professionalism from Pete Jacobs.
Just a few weeks ago, I read on Twitter, @Pete Jacobs, I don't know how I can get out of bed and go train today. I'm exhausted. These are the things that Pete Jacobs has to put behind him. These are the days that you have to stay in bed and realise that if I go out and train, I might put myself into a hole. These are the days that we all look at that may have been the best decisions he's ever had to make in his life. And today, he's put it all together. He's got the Australian flag in the hand, high-fiving the crowd. crowd, giving everybody a little bit of encouragement, as well as getting some encouragement from the crowd too. This is the day that Pete Jacobs was hoping for in a very long time. 3 podium finishes at the Ironman World Championship, and today it's going to be another podium finisher for Pete Jacobs. Lad, you're going to stand atop the podium. First place is going to go out to the Australian, 51.28 on the swim, a 4:35 on the bike today, 4:35.15, and finishing off with a cracking run split is going to see the Australian taking his very first Ironman World title, and very well deserved. Here he is from Australia, Pete Jacobs, the 2012 Ironman World Champion.
From Pete Jacobs.
His knees with joy.
Let's say he didn't leave it all out on the course. He's a little excited to get across the finish line. I'm impressed that he didn't get arm cramps from how much he was cheering on those last few miles. But man, unbelievable. As I said, more power to him. I never would have thought Pete Jacobs could pull this off 10 years ago. He is an amazing athlete, and he's worked for everything he's gotten in this sport. And hats off.
There he is, your world
Yeah, certainly
champion.
one of the guys that could have won the race. When anybody goes podium here in Hawaii, they can certainly win the race. Today, all the talk before the race was about Craig Alexander and to Chris McCormack, but today it was the quiet Aussie, the humble Aussie, and he has taken the race in a time of just over 8 hours and 18 minutes. Pete Jacobs from Australia winning his very first Ironman title. We're going to go over to Mike Riley and listen in.
I was telling him for the last 2 miles you were smiling like you were a kid in school getting out for the summer. Are you a happy boy?
I'm in love. I'm in love with the sport. Love my friends, my family. They've done so much for me. Those last 2 miles I was running home to Jamie, my beautiful wife, who I love so much, and just saying the words, love, to myself over and over those last 2 miles, because I'm so lucky to be able to have this opportunity to do what I do and to have a good day out there, and with all my friends and family and sponsors here. You know, they believed in me so much. You know, it was just an unbelievable day, and there's so much love.
No one has said it better at this finish line. Jamie, beautiful Jamie, waiting for you. Now you're going to have a good time recovering?
Absolutely, we're going to have a party.
One more time, your world champion, Pete Jacobs! Yes! Beautiful wife, Jamie.
Andreas Raylert was caught by Freddie Van Leer just a mile ago, and it was looking like Freddie Van Leer was going to surge into second place. Andreas Raylert, the K-Swiss athlete, is absolutely hurting, Matt. This has got Hurt Locker written all over it. I tell you what, the Hurt box is full today. We've had all sorts of efforts going out there, and Andreas Raylert is catching flies. Look at him, the arms flailing in second place. Freddie Van Leer is not giving up. This is insane.
No, it's amazing. Exactly what I was going to say. He's going to catch a bug in that mouth if he doesn't close it. He's hurt. He's lost quick battles or close battles before at the end of this race. And, he's gotten second and third. He wanted to win, but second's better than a third. So Frederick had passed him early, and he's pushed, and he's looking back to make sure Frederick isn't there. But when he made the move, it was definitive, and it looked like Frederick was a little bit tied up, as we like to say, and he looked very tight in his stride and didn't have the opportunity to respond. But if we could get a split on this last mile, Greg, I think it'd be pretty impressive.
It will be impressive. This lad has represented his country at the Olympic Games. He's also an Ironman champion. He's had success all over the world at every distance, and today he's come up just 1 short again. It was supposed to be a rematch with Macca. It wasn't to be. It was a rematch with another Australian, a new Australian champion in the form of Pete Jacobs. But today, Andreas Raylert, with not such a great swim on his standards, not such a great bike on his standards, but today, a gutsy and determined effort That's got him back into second place over Frederick van Leer from Belgium. And what a finish. He is not letting up. He's pushing all the way to the line. He doesn't even have time to open up the German flag.
No, unbelievable work for him. And this nails down the fact that Andreas Raylert is undoubtedly the most consistent at World Championships in the last 4 years. I mean, unbelievable. He's been able to make it happen every year. Not the result that he maybe wanted, but right now he's pretty ecstatic for getting that second place. And second place in World Championships to an almost perfect Pete Jacobs is no small feat.
And in second place in the 2012 Ironman World Championship presented by Milist today with a time of 8 hours and 23 minutes and 30 odd seconds or so. It's going to be from Germany. It's in the form of a Raylert. Which one? It's Andreas. There we go. And Frederick van Leer just a few seconds back. What a great day. In second place today, Andreas Raylert leaving it all out there and collapsing at the finish line. Absolutely exhausted, giving it 100%. Insane effort today by Andreas Raylert. And now Frederick van Leer from Belgium in third place. Oh, what a great finish to this incredible race today. Frederick van Leer from Belgium in third place. Well done.
Do you think those two athletes worked hard today, Greg? Unbelievable.
Oh dear, 8 hours and 24 minutes on the clock today and just a handful of seconds today. Frederick van